Hi, welcome to my channel, Taco Yakutero. Today is June 20th, Thursday, 2024. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's been subscribing to my channel and viewing and commenting, liking, sharing. I appreciate that. Thank you. I read all the comments. I may not approve all the comments, but I read them. And I may not approve all the comments because, you know, I'm not going to approve like weird comments and things like that. I don't have to. But aside from that, thank you to everyone who's been, you know, subscribing and all that good stuff. Like, been active on my channel, I guess, with me. So thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Aside from that, so before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. All right? I'm going to try and make this video as short as I can. Okay, but we'll see what happens. I'd like to make it as short as possible. Hold on. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Right, all that good stuff. So, something very interesting happened, like, in the middle of the night, like around 3:47 in the morning to be exact, right? I saw like this spider in my bathroom, and at first glance, like, it looked like a very aggressive spider because I haven't ever really seen this spider before. So in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this thing out. So we got it outside. Turns out getting it outside was actually a good thing because this kind of spider has no business being inside of a home anyways. Like, if it's inside of your house, it's most likely got inside your house by accident because it doesn't even like hold on, let me, it's like one of those things that like they just thrive better outside, like, you know. So it was a woodlouse spider, and it looks aggressive, but they're actually very harmless, right? And they're like house centipedes. You know, you ever see house centipedes? They look aggressive and kind of like creepy and all that, but they're extremely beneficial. House centipedes, they eat like pests, like fleas and ticks and bed bugs and things like that, right? So they're kind of like the cleaners, the unseen cleaners of your home. And a woodlouse spider, they're harmless to humans. They just look aggressive, right? And they're very beneficial. It says these spiders are beneficial, and when found outdoors, they are best left alone to serve as predators, right, of sow bugs and pill bugs. So they're like these, so woodlouse spiders, this spider will also feast on other small invertebrates such as silverfish, like those weird silver bugs that come up from the bathtub drain, right? They have no business being there. House centipedes, cockroaches, crickets, and others. So they're like the uber pest controls. Like, house centipedes are pest controls as well, right? But like woodlouse spiders are like the uber pest controls of, I don't know, the environment that they are in. So I saw that like around 3:47 in the morning. I was like, oh, you know what? Let me just change out some washcloths and all that, and like use the bathroom. And it was just like right there, and I was like, oh my gosh, this thing looks aggressive. Let me get it out my home. So I've done a couple of readings where I've talked about like essentially like your environment is being cleaned up, right? Like when I was at the beach, I did a reading. Well, I was walking on the beach, and during my live, one of my lives, this beach cleaner was cleaning the beach as I was walking, and it was like a representation of like your beach is like literally cleaning up. And like every time I went to the beach in the morning, it was nice and clean, and I was like the only one there. Like for the most part, I mean, there were people like over yonder and things like that, but it wasn't like crowded or anything. So it's like an energetic clear up, right? Kind of like I'm getting like Moses, you know, like with Moses and like the rain and like the ark. Oh no, that's Noah's ark, right? My apologies to Moses and his family, right? But it's actually Noah. You know, like that whole thing, that was like a cosmic cleanup because of all like the mess that the fallen angels and the giants and all that shit that they made, right? And like all the hybrids that they created, it was just a mess. So God came and was just like, all right, it's time for a cleanup. We got to clean this shit up, right? So that's what Noah's Ark was really, just like one massive cleanup by God. All right, that's what that is. I'm not gonna get into that, but I feel like it's just energetically, your things are being cleared up right now for you. So, but that's interesting that the woodlouse, they also eat house centipedes, and house centipedes are also like the good guys. So I feel like everything gotta go. Everything. And I've also been getting like something about like a blank canvas lately as well. All right, anyway, so aside from that, I just wanted to share that. I thought that was interesting. Look up woodlouse spiders. I mean, those things are pretty aggressive, but they're very harmless. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell is that? Probably on my floor at this time of night at my house. You gotta go. So, you know what? I gotta check on my daughter. 1 second. Okay. Side note, keep hope alive. That's it. Just keep hope alive. I hate doing readings with shoes on. Like, I need my feet, like, to have access to the ground. Oh, a card already came out. Mischief Reverse. Very nice. This is nice. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Mischief Reverse, number 25. Keep your eyelids open and sight sharp as nails. So keep your eyelids open and sight sharp as nails, for there is something trailing behind your tail. Yeah. Not anymore. Not anymore. I mean, there might be like remnants of something in your energy, but I feel like, so with the house centipedes, right? House centipedes, they're more specific on the kind of like pests that they eat, like bed bugs and like ticks, fleas, right? It's kind of like that. Whereas like the woodlouse spider, everybody can get it, right? these fangs are rated E for everybody. Everybody can get bit into. Everyone's gonna get eaten. Everyone's going, like, everybody, right? There's no, like, they're not like, you don't belong here, you're out, right? If you're in my way, you're out. You know, you could even, it's like a woodlouse spider. If you're in front of, like, the woodlouse spider, and you could be this house centipede, and you two are cleaning, the woodlouse spider is like, okay, well, you're in my way, you gotta go. Like, so I feel like this is, like, where the house centipede would have been doing its job, cleaning up your energy, blah, blah, right? So it's kind of like the woodlouse spider is getting and cleaning up whatever the house centipede might have missed here and there. It's like the final round of extermination kind of thing, right? I swear, I feel like my analogies are so hilarious. So we got 1, 2, 3. We got 3. Every time I see this card, I always picture, like, witches trying to, like, bother you, collective. You see how these 3 witches are outside of the home, and there's that one witch inside of the home, and she's just, like, minding her business and things like that. So whatever weird energy that is left over, like, remnants of it from these 3 witches, that's where the woodlouse spider would come in, and, like, it's kind of like, you know, they're just cleaning up that last bit that, you know, that couldn't get cleaned up. They're like the final cleanup crew, the final exterminator. So whatever these 3 witches were trying to do, it's like officially being cleaned out. So for some time now, your energy has been getting cleaned out. Excuse me, I had a burp. Yeah, so I was just going to say that the entire time that this energetic cleanup has been happening for you, you've just been minding your own business and, like, staying in your lane as you should, right? I feel like they were trying to purposely leave something behind. You know how, like, in cartoons and movies and things like that, like, all right, this is going to be, like, a stupid analogy, but like in cartoons and movies, like when somebody farts and they start walking and then you can see, like, the green fumes behind them, like they're leaving a trail of, like, their fart. It's like that. It's like whatever these 3 witches left behind, it's getting cleared out. So they've been cleared out of your energy. The magic, the hexes, the curses, whatever they were doing has been cleared out. Now it's just like the remnants of their presence, of their magic, of their energy that's being cleared out. So that's good. This is good. This is great. I can't get it out. If they're also trying to bother you, they can't exactly bother you either. I also feel like if they're still trying to, like, do something to hopefully that it, like, hoping that it bothers you or sticks to you, it's not, because it's getting cleared out, right? I'm hearing my leg. Because somebody could be having issues with their leg or their knee. Their right knee. Someone has issues with their right knee. Or their right hip. Either their right knee or their right hip. Oh, I don't want to use tarot yet. But I do want to make this video short. So yeah. So far this is a pretty good reading, I would say. There are cryptic messages in your dreams. Yeah, you know, it's so crazy. I had a very interesting dream last night, right? And for a while, I had, if you go through my videos, like, you'll see, like, I'm always talking about my dreams and shit like that. And there was a time, I think, hold on, my phone, there was a time, maybe 6 months ago, prior to that, or from like now to like 6 months ago, whatever, I was having dreams about shoes, like trying to find the right shoes that fit me, right? And last night I was like shopping for shoes, and like almost all the shoes that I tried on, they fit me, and they were so cute, and the styles, I was like in love with the styles. They were like so pretty and colorful, and I'm just like, I can't choose which one I want, right? So you could be someone that's also very wise, because I also saw I tend to see owls in my dreams, and lately these owls they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. There was something very specific that I saw in my dream last night. I'm not going to share it because I'm just not. But star child, look. So you could be this star child, or a star child of God, or you could have a star child, or there's something just very like, I don't know, like esoteric about your like lineage. All right, if you don't know what esoteric is, let me look it up for you. So I'm going to read you the two definitions just because some people's brains work differently. So, esoteric, intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people with a specialized knowledge or interest, right? But then there's also, what does it mean if someone is esoteric? If someone is described as esoteric, it generally means that they are considered mysterious or hard to understand. It can also imply that they have an air of secrecy around them and might be considered different from other people. So that could just be you, your energy. You're not, one of these things are not like the other. So that's like you, right? So people could like see you as just very different, out of the box, not normal, but like not like in a bad way. It's just like there's something about you, but they just can't put their finger on it, right? It's this, because you're a star child, hailing from the heavens above. Right. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the owls, right? So owls are creatures of wisdom, right? So you could have like owls as like a totem, or like your spirit guide or whatever, but they usually impart wisdom on their students. So you have karmic family members around you. That could be the weird energy that's being cleared up from you, right? And it's crazy too, because sometimes you, collective, would be put in an environment that is like, so you would be like this golden speck of light and hope and faith or whatever, but you would be put in like a dark environment, or in like one of the most darkest situations, right? And it's just so you can like preserve your light, and you can do what is necessary for your character development, right? And for a lot of you, you were placed in family groups, jobs, environments that it's not for you, but it's necessary for you, right? I'm not going to get into that, because then people are going to be like, oh, well, what about this, or what about that? I'm not doing that. So don't be commenting and be like, well, what about, well, that's not right. Well, if God exists, okay, I'm not doing that. Anyways, so yeah. So you have karmic family members around you. There's like, there could have been like 3 feminines in your family that are like super karmic. Their energy is being cleared up from you, or whatever they left behind, whatever they were trying to do. I also feel like these 3, I'm saying 3 because there's 3 like women, witches, outside of this house trying to get inside this one witch's house. So I also feel like there were like 3 witches around you that they were trying to figure out, what is that? What's that one thing that made you so different, right? In their mind, they're like, oh, you think you're better than us, blah, blah, blah. But You're just like, I'm just minding my business. Like, I'm not doing anything, right? If you think I'm better than you, that's you. So I feel like there were like 3 people around you that were like really trying to figure out what made you so different. Star child. But again, that information is not for them to know. That's why it was like always like, even to this day, it's like a mystery to them. Can we hang out? So one of these, I just heard bird heads. Either one of these 3 women or all 3 of these women or whatever, they're going to ask you, can we hang out? They're going to try and hit you up to hang out with you, right? Somebody wants to hang out with you. Daddy issues. So the one that wants to hang out with you is the one that has daddy issues. All right. So that's who, that's the one that's going to ask you to hang out. She's got like some paternal father issues going on, dad issues, daddy issues, whatever. That's the one that's going to want to ask you to hang out. She could also come from a karmic family line as well. That's why I was like getting it. I'm like, though, can we hang out? It's so weird because it's not connected to your karmic family. But the one that wants to hang out with you comes from a lineage of karmic family members. Like, her bloodline is just kind of dirty. She's got a dirty bloodline. She's going to want to ask you to hang out. And I feel like it's easier for you to see who she is because all that energy, all that confusion, whatever, it's been cleared up from your energy. She's going to ask, can we hang out? I just miss you. Can we hang out? Oh, my phone's been going off. Yeah. First house, Aries. There's something about the way you look or the way you are, or whatever it is. It's just like, it's like, what is it? What is it about the collective that makes them so special? What is it? Right? People see you, they fall in love with you, right? People, you have a great first impression, whether it's your appearance, your personality, the way your body looks, whatever the case it is, it's just that your first impression is always like top notch. You know what's crazy too? Like, if your first impression is always like top notch, right? This person that wants to hang out with you that has like paternal issues, paternal is father, maternal is mother, right? I wrote daddy issues because that's how it came out, but it's like father issues, right? So this would be the kind of person that they would like try to damage your first impression to other people before those people get to meet you. So when you meet those people, they already have an idea of what you are before they've formally met you, right? And it's because when people formally meet you for the very, very first time without any influence of other people, they're like, wow, we really love him. Wow, we really love her. So it was kind of like this person's job. Like, what is it about the collective that makes everyone fall in love with them? What makes them so special? Blah, 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 right? So it's like that. That's that. This is this person. I gotta answer this. Hold on. All right. I just realized I don't have any of my background stuff. But it's okay. I'm sorry I lied. Can we hang out? I'm sorry I lied. Right? That's what came out. But I feel like they're really not sorry that they lied. They're just, I feel like whoever this person is, whoever this chick is, this woman, I feel like the only reason why she's even saying sorry is because she doesn't have anyone else to hang out with. So this is kind of like somebody who's just like, what do I have to do to get you to talk to me again, right? But it's like, if you were genuinely like sorry, or if you genuinely wanted to apologize, you wouldn't have to ask me what it would take. I don't know, there's something off about this. But anyways, so yeah, this person, they want to hang out with you, and they sorry they lied, and honestly, I cannot I don't feel anything towards this. So you may not feel anything towards this person, collective. We had to let her see in the bottom of the deck. I feel like this person is very catty. Whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna move on now. Let's move on to tarot. Yeah, this person comes from a lineage of karma. It's like, you know what, too? They should be paying off karmic debt. And it's sad because a lot of the karmic debt probably isn't even theirs to be paying off. But it's like theirs to pay off. Like they have to pay it off. Like in some countries of the world, like when a parent dies and they have like $20,000 worth of debt, right? That debt doesn't go away. It gets transferred to their children. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like they should have been paying off some sort of debt, not just their own, but like from their lineage, and they just weren't doing that. And I feel like with the there are cryptic messages in your dreams, you were wise enough to know, and you're smart enough to know this person's no good. They have like a dirty bloodline. There's nothing for you in this bloodline. There's nothing for you with this person, this relationship, this friendship. There's nothing here for you, collective. And I also feel like there's also something about competing. This person, they're always going to like feel some type of way because the way you are seen, right? First house and then star child, they're always going to feel some type of way about how you're seen, how you're represented, how you look. Like they're always going to feel some type of way. That's not going to go away. So you don't need this person around you. I'm hearing like a bunch of ambulances and fire trucks. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear that, but whatever. It's so busy outside today. So we have the Seven of Wands upright, the Nine of Swords diagonal on top of Star Child, a little bit on the first house, and then we have the Knight of Wands upright on top of Karmic Family. So over here, for the most part, I feel like you being who you are really stresses this person out. Like, I feel like if they can't do anything physically, or like if they tried to do something physically, or like if they wanted to do something to you physically, right? Whatever they tried to do, it didn't work out, right? Like if they were trying to like physically block you, or like put obstacles in your path, or whatever the case it is, like with the Seven of Wands here, I always feel like you're always going to be protected no matter what, especially with there are cryptic messages in your dreams, and you being a star child. Like, how would you not be protected? You literally hailed from the heavens above. Like, how would you not be protected? That's insane to think that you would not be protected, collective. Seven of Wands, Rael, the expected God, liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. This was like a hidden enemy too, right? So they're like smiling in your face, but like behind the scenes, they're talking about you to people you know, to people they know, to people you haven't even met yet. So like if you ever met somebody, right? Let's say you have this friend, right? And this friend is like, they want you to meet a friend of theirs, and that you've never met this friend, but immediately this one friend is like, they're looking at you weird, or like talking to you weird. You can bet your bottom dollar that 9 out of 10 times is because your friend was saying things to you about these people that you've never met, right? Because if that was the case, then why are they always looking at you a certain way, or why do they automatically feel a certain way about you, or why are they talking to you a certain way, or why, right? It's like, because this is a cock blocker of like opportunities and friendships and connections and partnerships and networking and whatever the case it is, right? So, and they feel like they had to do that because, you know, your first impressions are always top notch. When people meet you, they fall in love and they're like, oh my God, we need more of the collective. Bring them around more, bring him around more, bring her around more. Like, they're great. You know, we would love to see you more. And this person, they cannot compete with that, right? And it's not even like, I feel like in this person's mind, it's like, how can you compete with someone who people fall in love with at first sight, first glance, first introduction? It's not even like a long term. It's just the minute that they lay eyes on you, they fall in love. So it's like this person had to do something to like get in the way of that. Like they would have to like cover their eyes or like lie or some shit like that, right? But yeah, with the Seven of Wands, I feel like this weird energy is being cleared up. Deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. Nine of Swords, Hariel, the comforting God. Purification, protection from the impious religious sentiments. Yeah. The impious, protection from the impious. That's what I'm saying. This person's bloodline is dirty. If you don't know what impious is, I'll look it up for you. And I just saw 1155. I've been seeing 1155 a lot lately. Impious, not showing respect or reverence, especially for a god. Lacking in reverence or proper respect. As for God or one's parents, they just don't care. And I feel like too in this that's crazy. There in this card, there's a woman, and it's like she's hitting a child, but the child is being protected by an angel. So this could have been like a mother doing this to their child, like deliberately blocking their child, or this could be a mother deliberately blocking a mother, or this could be like a woman deliberately trying to block you being the star child, right? But you were always protected, especially with the Seven of Wands here. You see? Wait, hold on. Because genitals and stuff like that, right? So you see how she's like trying to like hit the one child right here? But then there's an angel that's holding on to this child, protecting this child from the blows that this woman is trying to hit on this child. So I feel like you will be the one that's protected. This woman was just trying to like hurt you, or like, I don't know, she just wanted to hurt you. Because there's nothing, like, it was just jealousy and competition. Nothing, I guess in her mind, she thought she had to do something. She could have also teamed up with like 2 other women. Then we have Knight of Wands on top of karmic family. Hawaya, God the good in himself, protection, prevents discovery of secret crimes, saves exiles. I feel like this person, they were playing too much in your energy. And instead of trying to clear up their karmic debt from their lineage and their bloodline and trying to clean up their bloodline with like how dirty it is, they had no respect for that. They had no respect for you, for God, the divine, playing in your energy, trying to play in your face. Prevents discovery of secret crimes. Yeah, I feel like this person did something or tried to do this secretly. It's like this person didn't want you to be seen as a star child, or like didn't want people to immediately fall in love with you. So like if they knew you were going to meet someone for the first time, or they were going to introduce you to someone for the first time, they made sure that that first impression, it's like it was like damaged. That could have been a crime on their end. I don't know. I feel like this person, they just wanted to hurt you. Oh my God. Hurt people, hurt people. This is somebody who was just hurt. So it's like, with their daddy issues, their father issues, if they never got that, this could also be a woman jealous of another woman because the attention she gets from men. So if, like, for example, this woman, she never got the attention that she wanted from her father, or that she wished she had, whatever. So of course that's going to transcend into like getting attention from men and being looked at this way from men and blah, 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 right? So here you come and men immediately love you and they think you're this and they think you're that, and you're like, wow, they're so funny and smart and beautiful and attractive, blah, 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 right? So with your appearance, she can't lie on that. So she'll be like, oh, the collective's crazy, or the collective's this, or the collective has that, or the collective is sick, or just be careful because of blah, 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 right? And it's like, hurt people, they will go out of their way to hurt other people because they are hurt. This woman is just hurt. So after that. But now she wants to come around and say, I'm sorry I lied. Can we hang out? No, we cannot hang out. What's wrong with you? What do you think this is? It's not Burger King. You can't have it your way. That's funny. Hold on. All right. Work stuff. So. I think I'm gonna do like 2 to 3 more cards, and then Ace of Cups reverse. Yeah, there's no love in this situation. And I don't think there ever was any love in this situation. And I also feel like this person, they're not coming back out of love or genuity, sincerity. It's none of that. I feel like they're only coming back because this is somebody who's going down the roster of the people that they wronged to see who would take them back. This is that person. This is someone who's burned a lot of bridges, and now they're trying to see who's like weak enough, or who's willing enough, or who's like who they can go back to. They're going down a roster of people, and it's not out of love. it's out of like fear of loneliness, and I don't know, but when it comes to you specifically, there's no love in this situation. And I also feel like there's always, if you do decide to take this person back or be friends with this person or work with this person, whatever the case it is, you're always gonna feel like that there's some weird competitive spirit within them, or some comparison, like you're gonna feel it. They're always trying to compare or compete or like judge or question or figure something out that's not any of their business, right? You're gonna feel it. There's no love in the situation. And this person, they're always going to feel some type of way about how you're seen, how you're represented, how you're portrayed, how other people see you, how other people, like when you're first, like I said, your first impressions are always top notch. They're always going to feel some type of way about that. You take this person back under your wing, it'll be for what? It'll be for in vain. It'll be like, God would be like, you're telling me we cleared this person's energy out? We did all of this work just for you to put them back in there? Now we got to do this all over again? Right? That's kind of like a mom like mopping the house and cleaning, and then it's raining outside, and the kids are like, okay, well, I want to go outside and play. The mom's like, okay, that's fine, you go outside and play. But then the kid keeps running in and out, in and out, in and out, leaving puddles of water and mud, and the mom's like, I literally just cleaned. I just cleaned all of this. Right? Now, granted, as God, God's the Most High, our Father in heaven, He's going to be like, all right, I guess I got to clean this shit up again. But at the same time, for what? Like, you want to do this again? Ace of Cups. Nithael, God the King of Heaven. Rejuvenation obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. Yeah, I feel like this person, there could also be like rapid aging going on, or like they feel inadequate when it comes to like when they're standing next to you. Like either they feel like you're more beautiful or more handsome or more attractive than they are. Whether you're divine feminine, divine masculine, doesn't really matter. It's like this person, they standing next to you, they just feel inadequate. They feel like they have to compete, and they're comparing, and they're like, well, maybe if I do this too, then, well, maybe if I do that too, or maybe if I address this, right? But they cannot do anything when it comes to appearance. So what do? They go for, they attack the way people can view you. Or they try to, or they would like to, or they're sorry that they did that. I'm telling you, this person is a waste of time. And I'm not trying to be mean about it either. But there's literally nothing for you in this connection with this person. There's nothing there for you. Move on. And I feel like you could have already moved on. But like I said, this person is they're going down a roster, and now they're like hitting you up. But there's no love in this situation. Right? You don't want to be friends with someone who's like too busy trying to compete with you, and like always trying to like figure out how you do this and how you do that. Right? So it's like obsessive and not healthy. Right? They don't want to be your friend because they want to be your friend. No. They want to be your friend because they wish they could have that spot. It's crazy. I'm watching this show right now, K-drama. It's called Hierarchy. I think I'm on like episode 3. It's really good. But there's these two girls, and they were like friends for like ever, right? And the one girl, Hera, right? She was best friends with Jae. Jae was like the one who's considered like the queen of the school, beautiful, popular, blah, 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 blah. Hera always wanted her position. And she says it a couple times throughout the show. And she goes to Jae's ex-boyfriend. Jae broke up with this guy, Rian, right? She broke up with him. She didn't want to be with him, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We still haven't figured out why yet, but I think I know why, right? I think they're secretly siblings. And she found out. But I'm not going to get into that. That's a spoiler, sorry. But, so she broke up with him. She's like, I don't want to be with you. Let's just be friends, whatever. Hera, I guess apparently now come to find out she's always liked Jae's ex-boyfriend, and even went to Jae's ex-boyfriend is like, well, since Jae's not in the picture and the queen's throne is absent, you should let me take that seat. She said that, right? And I'm just like, you little snake, you were never her best friend. And then she gets mad at Jae and tries to like take her place in the school. and she's trying to like do these weird underhanded tactics, like, well, if you want to make JE jealous, you know, we should pretend that we're dating. And Rihanna's like, all right, fine, I guess if that'll work. And Hida's like, yeah, it'll work. And but like, she lets it get to her head and like starts acting like they're really, really dating. And it's like, and she's always talking about how like she was trying to make like JE jealous, and it's just like, girl, you just want to be JE so bad, or you just want that spot. Like, and at one point, Hera's friend was like, oh, you're the new queen of the school, and Hera was like, I am? Oh no, stop. But like, that's what she wanted. She wanted another woman's title, another woman's position, another woman's chair. So it's kind of like giving that here. Like, that's the kind of friendship you don't want. And then I don't know what happens to their friendship, because I'm only like episode 3, but like at one point, Hera and JE, they met for like a drink, right? And Hera's like, well, if you're calling me to apologize, you're not gonna get an apology from me. And JE's like, I don't want an apology from you. I don't want anything to do with you. And it's like, I don't know, Hera was like expecting like a big blowout or like confrontation and arguments and yelling, and JE's like, no, I mean, I'm angry, but like, I'm gonna move on with my life. That's pretty much it, and you should do the same with yours. And if you want my ex-boyfriend, then you can have him, like, he's yours. And JE walked away, she left, but Hera was like there crying and frustrated, because it's like she deliberately destroyed her friendship, deliberately went for her ex-boyfriend's or her friend's ex-boyfriend, and like ruined her friendship and tried to take her, and come to find out the guy doesn't even want Hera either. He doesn't want her. Now she has no friend, she has no boyfriend, she has no status, and on top of that, Hera's father's company is going under. So whoever this person is, they're literally losing everything. Their status, their title. If they did this for a man, the man doesn't want them. Like, this is giving that. Alright? But I'm only like episode 3. It's called Hierarchy. It's on Netflix. You should definitely watch. Oh, it's Korean, right? So it's going to be in English subtitles. But like, if you're a fast reader, it shouldn't be an issue. They might have English dubs, but it's never really the same. I don't know. English dubs are like only acceptable in anime. But anyway, so definitely check out that show. I'm pretty sure she broke up with him because she found out that they were siblings. Alright, let me get like 2 more, please, and then I'm going to close the reading. Hierophant. Yeah, so you are protected by God the Most High. Haziel, the merciful God. Divine forgiveness. Obtains friendship and favors of the great. Secures promises. So whatever you were promised by the Most High God, amen, amen, whatever you were promised by him will be yours and is always going to be yours. And I did a video yesterday. The whole premise of the video basically was talking about how what is yours is going to be yours, and if you saw a situation coming from ahead of time, you knew what was going down, you know when it was going down, you know what was going to happen, blah, 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 blah. And so you were at peace the whole time, because you know at the end of the day, what's yours will always be yours, right? So I feel like God is like, he made you a promise. He made a promise to his star child, right? And he's going to make sure that promise gets fulfilled. That's what I'm saying. You take it as person, but they're not part of your plan. They're not part of your journey. They're not part of your promise. Put it like this. If you take this person back, whether it's friendship, platonic, romantic, intimate, whatever the case it is, there is more for this person out of this relationship or whatever, friendship, than there is for you. And it's not like, you shouldn't look at relationships like that, but like, there's not even growth or lessons, or, I mean, this is, you already learned the lesson, but there's nothing else for you to learn. That's what I'm saying. There's nowhere for you to grow. There's nothing else for you to learn. There's nothing here for you in terms of progression and healing and growth, because you've already done all that. You've already learned everything, right? Now, this person, they're not even when it comes to you, for them, it's not about learning. It's about not being alone. It's about being able to like compete. It's about being able to be close enough to see if they can fit in your shoes, right? Because I told you I had a dream last night where I was shopping for shoes, and all the shoes I tried on, they fit me so perfectly, and they were just so pretty and so cute, and I just couldn't pick what shoes I want. I was like, oh my god, I want them all. They're so pretty, right? But yeah, let me get one more and then I'm gonna close the reading. Four of Swords. So you're definitely healing from whatever situation this is. You've been healing. There's also a lion here, so you could be very strong, very protected, standing in your power, standing your ground. Also, I feel like that's also with the Seven of Wands. When this person comes towards you, you're gonna be like, no thank you, as my daughter would say, no thank you. So cute. She literally goes, no thank you. So yeah, this person's gonna be like, can we be friends? No thank you. But I also feel like with the line here, like you're strong enough to stand in your power now, strong enough to say no, you're not gonna go back to whatever this is. Four of Swords, hell. The God of Trinity, mission, protects against slander and impious people. So yeah, this person has been lying. Slander. I'm sorry I lied. Man, I don't care. Like, this is not... You already learned this. This is over. This is no more. I'm telling you, this person, they're just going down the roster to see who would take them back. Don't let yourself be one of them, because you're nobody's second choice, right? Nobody. Oh, the card number is 41. 4 plus 1 is 5. Changes. Yeah. I also feel like this person feels like there's like a slim chance that they can come back. You're gonna have to put your foot down and be like, no thank you, you cannot come back. All right, so aside from that, I'll close off the reading with this, and then that'll be it. That's crazy. It says submit yourselves then to God. So submit yourselves and then to God. So basically, admit to yourself, like submit to yourself first. Like you gotta admit your woes, your worries, your pain, your suffering, things that trouble you, your sins. You like admit it to yourself first, right? Because that's really where it starts. Like having to admit yourself who you are. And then you can like, God, this is who I am, blah, 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 right? All that good stuff. So that's what that means. But it says, submit yourselves then to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. So that's where that Seven of Wands comes in. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. So basically, this person's like, can I come back? Can we hang out? I'm sorry I lied. You're like, no, thank you. And then this person will be like, all right, fine. I mean, it's not going to be as, like, calm as that. It might be, like, very dramatic and theatric and I'm not leaving and things like that, right? But, you just got to, with that Seven of Wands, you just really got to put your foot down to whoever this person is. You could be an Aries. This person could be an Aries. We also got Taurus out here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So those are like the majors. I mean, Ace of Cups is not like really a major, but still. So Taurus and Aries are really the major signs here, with the Hierophant and the first house. All right. These people are more in their feelings than you are. And they're more in their feelings about the situation. You have no feelings about the situation. I feel like I wanted to say that too. You have no feelings in this particular situation. You're over here too busy like living out your promises by the Most High and healing and focusing on yourself, your health, your wealth, your clarity, your strength, building up your strength, lounging. I also feel like, because there's this angel laying on top of a lion, you, collective, are sitting on, I'm hearing behemoth. You're sitting on a behemoth in terms of like strength. All right. If I'm not mistaken, behemoth are massive creatures. I'm talking like massives. So behemoths would be in the sands, and then leviathans would be in the seas, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not getting into that. All right, so this is a reading. Hope it helps. Bye.